Now I am going to explain you about the increasing function and decreasing function. Topic is increasing and decreasing function. For explaining it, I shall give you an example of a parabola. Let us suppose a function is y equal to fx, that is x squared, where x for every x belongs to R. X is a real number. This function is real valued function. Real valued function. For plotting the graph, we shall consider about the power of x. The power of x is even, therefore it is symmetric about y-axis, meaning that the shape of the figure will be same about y-axis. About y-axis, both sides, the shape of the figure will be same, like this. This is x-axis, y-axis, and the graph will be like this. This is origin. From the left of 0, this is, let us suppose this is minus 2, this is minus 3 by 2, this is minus 1, minus 1 upon 2. In the right of 0, in the right of 0, in this side, this will be 1 upon 2, 1, 3 upon 2, and this will be 2. For explaining, we shall make tables, two tables. First of all, this is y, x, and this is y. If we put the value of x is minus 3 by 2, y will be 9 upon 4. If we put minus 2, y will be 4. If we put minus 1, y will be 1. If we put minus 1 upon 2, y will be 1 upon 4. We are seeing that in the left of 0, this 0, from the left side of 0, left side of 0, the function is decreasing. The function is decreasing. From the left side of 0, this is left side, this is right side. Left side of 0, the function is decreasing, because the function is decreasing. In the right side of 0, meaning that right side of 0 means this side. We will make another table, x and y. If we put 1, y will be 1. If we put 1 upon 2, y will be 1 upon 4. If we put 3 upon 2, y will be 9 upon 4. If we put 2, y will be 4. From the right side of 0 means this side. In this side, the function is increasing. This function is increasing. The function is increasing from origin to this point, and from the left of 0, the function is decreasing. Mathematically, we will define it as Let us suppose y equal to fx is a real valued function, and this function is defined between the intervals x1 and x2. This interval will be denoted by I equal to x1 x2. Here x1 less than x2. Both x1 and x2 belongs to R. Both x1 and x2 are real numbers. This is an interval. Interval means open interval. This is an open interval. And between this interval, this function is defined. This function is real valued function. Then, number 1, if x1 less than x2, this implies that fx1 less than or equal to fx2. This type of function is called increasing function. Increasing function. This function is increasing function. Understood? Second is, if x1 less than x2, this implies that fx1 less than fx2. This type of function is called strictly increasing. Strictly increasing function. This type of function is increasing. This is only increasing, and this type of function is strictly increasing function. Understood? Next, number 3. I will rub it. Here you should bear in mind that x1 and x2 are real numbers, and these are intervals. Between these intervals, this function is defined. Number 3 is, if x1 less than x2, it will be always same, because this function x1, this function x2. From here, if we move from x1 to x2, therefore x2 will be greater and x1 will be less. Or we can write it as x1 less than x2. This is smaller, this is greater. This function will be same. This function, this interval will be same for increasing and decreasing both. Therefore, if x1 less than x2, this implies that if x1 less than greater than equal to if x2. This type of function is called decreasing function. Decreasing function. Decreasing function. Number 4 is, if interval will be same, x1 less than x2, this implies that if x1 greater than if x2. This type of function is called strictly decreasing function. If this condition holds, this will be decreasing, simply decreasing. and if this condition holds, this will be strictly decreasing. For less than equal to, for greater than equal to, decreasing. For greater than, simply greater than, it will be strictly decreasing function. Understood? Let us suppose a question. A question is like this: so that fx equal to x cube minus 3x square plus 4x plus 4 x cube minus 3x square plus 4. This is 4x. You have to show that this function is strictly increasing function. Strictly you have to show this as strictly increasing function. For this solution, fx is x cube minus 3x square plus 4x. Take x as common. X square minus 3x plus 4. X square minus 3x this is equal to, if we integrate it, this will be 3x square minus 6x plus 4. 3x square minus 6x plus 3 plus 1. From this group, 3 is common. X square minus 2x plus 1 plus 1. 3, this will be x minus 1 whole square plus 1. This whole term is positive and plus 1 is added. Therefore, f dash x will be, this 3 is positive. X minus 1 whole square. Square of any number is always positive. It means this term is positive and plus 1 is added. Therefore, the whole term will be positive. The whole term will be positive means what? Greater than 0. Therefore, it is strictly increasing. Strictly increasing.